What's up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Want to talk about this word, man. This word that we all use, male, female, we always use it when it comes to relationships ending, and that's the word closure. Everybody's looking for closure. When it ends and it doesn't end on the type of terms that we might be satisfied with, and if the person you feel like the person leaves you kind of high and dry, the first thing we'll say is, well, man, I just wanted closure. I never got that closure. And you want to feel that peace of mind that however it ended, you get an understanding from that person's perspective, and that's supposed to make you feel better. Let me bust y'all bubble for a second. I know some of y'all are not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Um, Nobody owes you any closure. I want to make that understood. No one owes you that. And I know what you're thinking. Like, what do you mean? What if I've been with this person for 10, 15 years? What if we built things together? What if we have children and we've established this long relationship? Um, we should respect each other enough, or they should respect me enough to be able to at least let me know, or at least tell me why they're ending this or why they did what they did. Nope. I get it. I get that part. I totally understand that part. But what you have to understand is that their actions, their actions alone was the conversation. You don't have to let them sit you down somewhere and tell you why. What they did told you why. They didn't want to be with you anymore. They didn't want to be in this relationship anymore. So whatever they did, if they ran off with somebody, they just got distant, they just cut you off high and dry, whatever the case is, that's what spoke to you. And as tough as it is to accept, that's what should give you your closure. That's what should give you should look at it when you're by yourself and you're trying to rationalize why it happened. You just have to say, you know what? It doesn't really matter why it happened, because what they did basically explains it all to me. And I've never been the kind of person. It doesn't matter how bad I might want to be with somebody. I don't want to be with you if you don't want to be with me. That's just how it is. And sometimes we get so caught up in our feeling and we so in love, or we think we so in love or whatever, that we are willing to tolerate being in a situation with a person who clearly doesn't feel the same way. And because we feel that way, we just stay in it, we stay in it, we stay in it, we try to force it, we try to force it. When that person finally makes a move and just cuts you off or whatever the case may be, and they give you no warning, no explanation, then you have this unsatisfied void in you, and that's what makes you decide that you need closure. But the truth of the matter is that a lot of times when you have the feelings that you have for a person like that, even if they was to sit you down and just break everything down to you, number one, you wouldn't be able to handle the truth in a lot of cases. But number two, you wouldn't accept it anyway. You wouldn't go. It's very few people. There are some, but it's very few people that would sit down and listen to why a person doesn't want to deal with them anymore, and they just go, "Okay, I understand. I get it. That's all I needed. That's all I need." There's people that can do it, but it's very few. So the lesson in this is to understand that you are the only person that can give yourself closure. No one else should have that kind of power over you to determine how your final conclusion of feelings is going to turn out. You have that power. But it starts with looking internal and saying, you know what? Okay, this person has shown me. It don't matter what they say. This person has clearly shown me that it's a wrap. It's over. That's your closure right there. Actions speak louder than words. So don't get caught up in trying to force somebody to tell you whatever. If they do, they do. And you can still request it. You can still say, hey man, we've been together all this time. I think it would be only right and respectful that you at least let me know, because that bothers any of us. It would bother me. We all been down that road. You just never. It's like, man, the person just never even told me. She just burnt out. I never know why. But so that happens. But on the same token, man, why should they be living their life, their new life, happy and free of you? And that's the goal they wanted to accomplish anyway. And you still behind, miserable and suffering and wondering what's going on with them. They've moved on. You have to move on too. You give yourself your closure. You get that through God strengthening you, and you coming to grips with it for yourself, and not being in denial about how a person felt about you, because it's tough when you come to the conclusion, or even if you entertain a thought that this person you love so much, they don't feel the same way about you. That's tough to accept in a lot of cases, but you got to do it. You got to toughen up. If there's a place of business that don't want me in it, I'm not gonna go in it. If there's somebody whose house and say, man, I don't want you in my house, I'm not gonna try to force my way into your house. I'm not going there. And if there's a person in my life that doesn't want me in their life anymore, I'm out. Regardless of how I feel about it. So give yourself the closure. Don't give anybody that power over you, man. And give yourself time to heal it, because best believe that time will heal it if you go through the steps to let it do what it do. All right, man, it's your big brother K-Rino. Leave y'all comments below, because I know y'all going to have some interesting comments to this. Some of y'all might disagree with what I said. Some of y'all might agree. But leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, man. And I'll hit y'all with a few more before the day is over with. All right, peace.